What's up guys, Chigs here from Chigs Tech Reviews. So today I've got my hands on a very well-spec 4K TV streaming box. So this is the Homatics Box R 4K Plus. So this box has official Google certifications. It's running Android tvOS version 11, supports 4K streaming across the board. So that's Netflix, Prime, Disney, and lots more. But not only that, they also managed to obtain Dolby certifications. So this box supports Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. So I was quite surprised when I read the specifications and saw the price of this unit. This is Homatics' flagship device, and we are going to put this box through its paces to find out what it's capable of and how good it really is. Let's quickly check out the specifications. Now this box is powered by an A55 quad-core processor along with the Mali G31 graphics. We've got 4 gigs of DDR4 RAM with 32 gigs of internal storage. This features Wi-Fi 6, Gigabit LAN, Bluetooth 5.0 and Widevine Level 1 certification. You have the official Google Android tvOS version 11. That means you get Google Assistant and Chromecast included. This supports HDMI version 2.1, supports 4K at 60 Hz with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound, and this also supports the AV1 codec. Now inside the box you will find a user manual, HDMI cable, a power supply, a really nice looking remote control, and you can see we've got shortcuts here for YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and there is a customize button. So this is a Bluetooth and infrared remote control. It has a built-in microphone and it does support Google Assistant voice search. It's powered by 2 AAA batteries, and guess what? Batteries are included in the box. And last but certainly not least, the TV box itself. It's made from a combination of plastic and metal. You can see this triangle over here is finished in this really nice brushed metal finish. You got the Homatics logo and it's even got a chrome trim going all the way around. And the rest of the box is finished in matte white. So really clean looking box. Nothing on the front, nothing on the side, and on the back you've got one USB 2, one USB 3, and you've got what looks like a reset hole. Then on the side of the box, so if you're in front of the box, on the side you've got all your connectivity. That's different. We've got a power socket, Gigabit LAN, HDMI 2.1, we've got an AV port, optical out, and you've actually got a Type-C port. If we keep going, nothing on this side, and that brings us back to the front of the box, and this is what the bottom of the box looks like. So again, you can see we have another Type-C port at the bottom. So without any further ado, I'm going to get this all set up with my TV and capture card, and we are going to find out exactly how good the Homatics Box R 4K Plus really is. I'll be right back. So first of all, we ran a boot up speed test, and this TV box took 44 seconds to fully load the home screen from a cold start. And this is of course Google's Android tvOS version 11, with everything conveniently placed on one page for a user-friendly experience. The layout and shortcuts can be customized to your own personal preference. Now if we head over to the main system settings, go to device preferences and check out the system storage info, you will see that this box has 32 gigs of internal storage, from which you have 26 gigs free to use. And if we have a quick look in about, you will see that this box is running Android tvOS version 11. So this is official licensed ATV, which means we should have a fully working Chromecast built in. So I'm going to quickly grab my phone and try casting a video from YouTube on my phone straight to this TV box. So you can see the video is already being played on the big screen, so Chromecast works very well. Now app key definition basically lets you customize that spare button on the remote control so you can select which app it opens every time you press it. Now here is display and sound, under which you will find your HDR settings, screen resolution, screen positioning, and your HDMI CEC settings, along with sound options too. So that is pretty much your main features. You have your usual generic ATV settings, including accessibility, etc. Nothing extra here to talk about. So quick look at the system apps. Here are all my favorite apps which got downloaded for me automatically whilst I was setting up the box. So these are the apps that I use the most, including YouTube, Prime, Disney, Netflix, and you get the Android TV version of the Play Store. So apps which are designed to work with ATV. It's a limited version of the Play Store, but you can still install your APKs as usual. Now the first app I do like to test is AirScreen, which is a free screen mirroring app for iOS devices, and I tested this app with my iPhone 14 Pro, and as you can see, quick and easy to connect, and it works quite well with minimal lag. iOS screen mirroring working absolutely fine, but unfortunately there is no native Android screen mirroring available on this box. So next up, 4K video samples from a USB drive, but there is no media player pre-installed. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to do a voice search with the remote, and we're going to search and download the VLC media player, which is actually my favorite media player. It just plays and handles all the file formats, and I can also confirm that the voice search also worked absolutely fine. So starting off with the 4K high bitrate Jellyfish demo, first file 160 megabits per second, and you can see it's playing nice and smooth with no issues. I also tested out the 180 megabits per second file, and that video is also playing back fine. And to really push this box to its limit, I played back the 400 megabits per second video file, and that video buffered and froze. So it looks like 400 megabits per second high bitrate 4K is not happening on this box. Thereafter, I also tested some 4K 60 videos with various HDR formats, and they all played back beautifully with vibrant colors and great looking HDR. So this box also supports the AV1 codec, so this clip is 1 minute in length and the file size is like only 10 megabytes, and you can see AV1 format files are playing back fine from USB. So we played a whole bunch of videos from USB and they all worked fine apart from the 400 megabit per second high bitrate. Now let's move on to the 4K YouTube test, and you can see maximum resolution supported is 4K 60. So let's see how it plays.
I spent the last 7 years of my life living out my wildest dreams. Bianca.
We'd have to shut her down.
Jesus Christ, I thought we were friends.
No pressure.
And in Netflix, maximum streaming quality supported was HD. So unfortunately, 4K Netflix is not available on this box, even when you connect to a 4K display. The maximum streaming quality I could get on any display for Netflix was 1080p Full HD. However, Amazon Prime Video was able to stream a maximum of 4K 60 with HDR.
Put your foot down. Have you seen these roads? On the website, there is a couple.
And I'm happy to say that Disney Plus also supports 4K Ultra HD with HDR10.
The wonderful new people you're going to meet who will love you just as much as...
Alright, so we're moving on to the gaming test, starting off with Crossy Roads. Now for you advanced users, DRM info shows Google Widevine Level 1. And here is Ada64 where you can check out the clock speeds. You can see we are indeed running the Mali G31 and this box does not come rooted as standard. And in the Wi-Fi speed test we achieved download speeds of 58 and upload speeds of 17 megabits per second. So these are typically the top speeds we achieve in our office. And here are the results for the internal disk speeds. So we achieved 67 megabytes per second read and 36 megabytes per second write. So that brings us to our benchmarks, beginning with Geekbench single core score 143, multi-core score of 383. And in the Antutu benchmark test, we achieved over 88K. So let's see how that compares with the others. So here is my top Android TV box performance chart for 2022, showing you the latest TV boxes and seeing how they compare with each other, and the ranking is based on overall Antutu benchmark scores. And based on that, you can see that the Homatics Box R 4K Plus has taken position 19 on this chart with a benchmark score of 88K. And I've also given this box an overall rating of 4.0 out of 5. So from this chart you can see the performance scores and my real overall rating, all color coded to make it easy for you to read. And you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chicstech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it guys, that was the Homatics Box R 4K Plus. And here are my thoughts. Now I really like the design and build quality. Specifications are also pretty good. The overall performance is top notch, fast and furious in every task. You've already seen most of the positive things that this box can do. Performance wise, you should have a good idea from my tests. The included voice remote control is very good, very responsive, and it's both infrared and Bluetooth. Now with all that being said, here are some caveats for you to consider. Storage speeds are slightly on the slower sides, so if you try to transfer large files, it's going to be a little bit slow. Does not affect day-to-day performance. Everything is still super smooth. Menus and apps also run fast. Furthermore, Netflix 4K was not supported, and I did hook this device up to 3 different screens, but unfortunately no Netflix 4K. Something else I could not get to work was the advertised Dolby ATMOS and Dolby Vision. Now I tried again many displays. I tried tweaking the resolutions and settings. I did everything I could to get Dolby Vision to work, but no apps gave me the option for Dolby Atmos or Dolby Vision, and that includes Netflix, Disney and Prime. Disney did however give me HDR10 option, and sound wise I could only achieve 5.1 surround sound across the board. So maybe Homatics can share a method to make Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos to work, and if they do, I will let you guys know in the comments how to make it work, and the chart ranking will then also change. But as it stands, for the price, the box is a slight letdown. Even though you're getting great streaming and great performance, for this price point you really expect to have Netflix 4K and a working Atmos and Vision. Saying all this, I think it's definitely easier for me to recommend the Nvidia Shield TV, which can be picked up at a very similar price point, and with the Shield you get everything that's missing on the Homatics. I hope you found this one useful. Thank you so much for watching, and do go ahead and hit that like button to support the channel, or better yet, join me on my journey by subbing to the channel if you have not already. Meanwhile, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.